Hello TEFL trainees, my name is Wayne Walker. I'm one of the instructors at the International TEFL Academy, and I want to welcome you to your International TEFL Academy course. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview and briefly discuss the progression of the course and some of the things that are available to you. The first half of the course is a little bit more theoretical than the second half. We start in the first chapter discussing the history of the English language and the all-important role of the teacher in the classroom. This is followed by Chapter 2, which discusses how to create a classroom that's centered around the students via experiential learning, and also how individual students in every classroom differ in terms of learning style and multiple intelligences. Chapter 3 is about culture and cultural sensitivity. Most of you are planning to move abroad to teach English as a foreign language, and you need to start considering the different cultures of dimension, how those relate to your personal culture, and how the culture might be different in whatever country you'll be moving to. Chapter 4 starts to get into the nuts and bolts of language teaching, still at the macro level. It discusses methods and approaches. It's important that you know the history of the field and the different methods and approaches that have been developed over the years and what those look like. It's important because Chapter 5 will introduce lesson planning and assessment, and in that chapter one of your tasks will be to create a complete lesson plan for the first time in the course, and that really marks the halfway point of the course. The second half of the course moves into more detail and better prepares you about how to fill your lesson plans with specific language, skills, and ideas for the classroom. Chapter 6 discusses the language itself in terms of lexis and grammar, what you're going to teach in terms of language, and some practical ideas for how you can teach those things. Language teaching isn't just about the language that you're teaching, it's also about the skills that you're practicing in the classroom. To that end, Chapter 7 will cover the receptive skills of listening and reading, the different types of listening and reading that you can do, and some things that you can do when you're practicing those skills. Chapter 8 moves on to the productive skills of speaking and writing, and the tasks for those chapters, you'll create different activities that help you fill in your lesson plans with skill-based activities. Chapter 9 is about the use of visual aids in the classroom, something very important in language teaching, as well as different ways that you can use technology to assist you in your language classroom. And the final chapter, Chapter 10, is about classroom management, something to get you thinking about what you want your classroom to look like and how you want it to proceed on a day-to-day basis. In terms of coursework, there are 3 regular assignments you should complete every week. The first one is a peer participation question. In the peer participation forum, there will be a question listed every week, and you should respond to that before midnight on Friday. You also have to complete some online quizzes. Most chapters have 1 to 2 of these. The grammar and lexis chapter has a few more. Those are completed online and graded online. You also have forum tasks every week. Those are digitally written assignments, digitally submitted, and every chapter has 1 to 3 of those. All the tasks, both the quizzes and the forum tasks, are due every Sunday by midnight. Your final project will be to create a week-long thematic unit consisting of 3 complete thematically related lesson plans and including all of the materials related to that unit. It's important that you explore and become comfortable with the website. First, there are the live lectures. Each instructor will give several live lectures over the course of each section that they instruct. These are over different topics that are meant to be supplemental to the course materials. These are not obligatory, but there is a wealth of information and experience in the ITA instructor staff, and I encourage you to take advantage of that. Check out the live lecture calendar if you want to be invited to those. If you're unable to attend any of them live but are interested in the content, instructors record their lectures and leave links to those in a document called Previously Recorded Lectures. You can look for that on the website. You also need to know that there is job search guidance available via Student Affairs. You can contact them if you have questions about that. And let's get started with the course and get on the road towards teaching English as a foreign language.